Hello and welcome to another live stream commentary section for the Zwift Classics on the Tuesday evening slot, on the kind of largest groups. We think we should have about 100 riders. Should be quite interesting. On the Yorkshire Grand Prix, so it's the Royal Pump Room 8 circuit. It's a bit of an odd course, doesn't follow the kind of traditional route round the course that you normally see when you go in Yorkshire. But again, it's going to be very punchy, lots of climbs one after another, and finishing at the top of a climb at a custom finish on the Yorkshire KOM. Should make some interesting racing. For those who have been keeping up with the Adam Dawson on Zwift Insider, notice he had a go, didn't manage to win his first race, so you know it is a tough course, it's interesting. Might see some upsets and different riders winning this week, which is always good to see. I'll just try and take you onto the course in a little bit. Start off by looking at who's signed up. So obviously the sign-ups change a bit, and today it's going to be a lot about 20 minutes. Again, we've got Sam Atkinson about, he might do well. He usually does on these kind of courses. Thiago Barria. We've got quite a few A riders who have been able to enter because of it's done on the new category enforcement boundaries, not on ZwiftPower, which is only a 60-day limit, which is why you can see some of the riders still marked as A. You'd expect to see riders who've got good 20-minute power and then also quite punchy, so a good 15-second watt per kilo, good 20-minute watt per kilo, doing well today. See the likes of Scott Mossop, Colin Saunders, and we've got Scotty P again, who are quite aggressive riders who might mix it up by going for a few attacks, making some changes. In terms of who I actually think will do very well, I think Paul Harris in with a good shout. We've got Sam again. If he turns up, Thiago will do well. Stevie Carson, I think, will have a very strong performance if he turns up. I think he's done 4.9 for 20 minutes before, so he'll be able to manage with the repeated climbs quite well, hopefully. Let's have a quick look. Sword by 15 seconds, just so you can see. And then we'll go on and have a quick look at the course. So just wait, you should be able to see the loop come round. So essentially we start at the start pens, do a little loop, hopefully you can see my cursor, coming around doing a loop around the top section of the Queen's Highway. So here we go, we'll follow it as we go. So you can see, do a little loop around here, it's not too steep but a little punchy, then we have this long drag all the way through the start pens on the back thing, then we might lose quite a few people on there, it's draftable, but it'll be tough. Then we drop down through Potts Bank, we have a series of short punchy climbs, about 2-3 minutes, about 2.5 minutes on each of them, punch up the Yorkshire KOM, then do a little loop round, then punch back up the Yorkshire KOM first. We're going to finish at the red point here. So we don't do the full course, we stop after the second go up the Yorkshire KOM, that's the finish line. So it's going to be a tough thing. The first section is steep, then you have a little, don't want to say a break, it's still steep, but not as steep in the middle, and then you punch up again. It's like see people just hang in for that first section, then really going a big 1 minute effort to take the win today. So we'll get back onto the racing. Today I'm going to join some of the dirt riders. Got them all into one kind of chat. Hopefully there's quite a few guys you can see showing up in the top corner. So hopefully I'll have a bit of commentary, a bit of coaching for them and encouragement. We'll see how we get on. Okay.
Good to get them out of the way. Hopefully. This is a good crew. This is like old times.
Yeah, I thought I'm going to skip it because I did yesterday and the day before, but then I saw all the sign-ups.
Yeah, and everyone's a bee now after summer.
That first race of ZRL will be very interesting.
Don't even want to think about it.
You probably want to watch out for the Stevie Carson, R3R. He's Cat A 4.5 at the moment, but he's done like 4.9 and up to about 5.9 for 5 minutes before. So if he's on form, he'll be very punchy at the front.
It's okay, Paul, you man mark him. Is there anyone that's in a B race? 8.5? I'll take them.
Yeah. I think Scott Mossop as well, I don't know what fitness he's in, he's normally a strong rider, he normally pushes the front constantly. He's not one to just sit in, relax and sprint finish. He likes to attack constantly, whether a good reason or not.
Oh man, you're not going to be able to see everybody. It's like over 119 people.
Yeah. You'll be able to hear Blue Hat
And just chill in the back.
Something like that.
Didn't realize Scott was listening in. Ironic. No, he's a very good rider. You've got Scotty P as well. I haven't actually seen him turning up. I can't see his blue cap, but he's probably going to cause problems as ever.
He's in front of me, I think.
Okay. And I don't know if John Hughes is racing. I don't know. I haven't seen him signed up, but he's chatting. He's another heavy, strong guy. Okay.
5 seconds.
Good luck, guys. Oh, why am I watching me? Okay, yeah, quite a few people are pushing quite hard off the start. You're going into a downhill, so just keep in touch, don't worry too much.
That's no, you being lazy.
Okay. It's quite stretched out, but we've got this long downhill, I wouldn't worry too much. Just don't get caught too far back when we hit the climb. Again, the front's just been wheeled back in, we're all fine. We've got a little bit of flats here. It does go up to 1%, I think. And as you turn right, just put a little bit of effort in. Not sure who's flying off the front there. Is that you, Ollie?
Yeah, just cruising through from the back.
Cruising at 5 watts per kilo. Wish I could say that. Okay, one guy's attacking off the front coalition, don't worry about him. Not really sure what on earth he's doing. Looks like he's out the saddle sprinting, but it might just be he's dropped out. Might just be an FTS issue. Okay, so now we go little climb. It's all draftable. Don't need to worry about this. Just keep in touch. Okay, 2 rides off the front, but yeah, one's dropping in and out. I mean, then that might just be the size of the group on my screen. But there's nothing really to worry about. Yeah.
Attack again.
Yeah, it's Scott Mossop off the front. Doing some damage, but he'll probably be caught up on the downhill. Might break a few off the back, though. Okay, little dig up here. Gets a bit steeper, a bit less draft, but you're coming in at 50 odd. Should maintain it over the bump. Oop. We've got 130 odd, so just be careful. You might not be able to see the front clearly. That'll be just Zwift server trying to make sure you don't have too many riders. So it's just Scott off the front. Once you get to the top, you'll have the downhill. The group will easily reel him in. Try not to do too much work on these low percentages. Oh gosh, my internet is going all over. Sorry, people. Okay, we've got a little push through the banner. Again, you probably reel people in. So make sure you keep in touch over the banner. Little dig, and then you should be able to super tuck at some point on the downhill. And you've got another kick after this. A little bit of down here. Then the right, then the left, and then proper downhill.
And will any use at any point? I'm guessing not.
You can probably use it on the downhill here, but it's... I just don't like using them full stop. It just creates too much risk. But yeah, if you're going to use it now, it's probably the time to use it. Yeah, you're going to get another... You're going to get another power up when you come through the banner. start finish. And we're not quite high enough speed to super tuck. Notice it's not too steep through this section because it's going to be your finish. Oh no, it's not, ignore me, on the wrong bit. It's the right hand turn, yeah. There we go, now you can tuck. Okay, try and get out a little bit early, try and get out now. Just in case trainer's a bit sluggish. Got a few people going the wrong way. It's always entertaining to see. Not for them though. Okay. Then the long grind's going to start with a big kick now. So you want to push up, don't get dropped too deep on this section. And then we just settle into a long grind. See some people are flying up through here, don't worry about them. But you want to be doing at least 6 onto that section now. You can start to settle in, just get into a rhythm. Hold the wheels ahead. I don't see anyone miles off the front, so there's nothing to worry about. It's going to be draftable most of this way. It's not much, but it'll help. Yep, so it's Scott off the front again. Mike Abraham just behind. Yeah, but he's with the group. So again, wouldn't need to worry. If they want to push and work hard, let them. This is the way it might start to lose a few rides. You have a bit of a flat section now, so again, just start to sit up and just relax. Don't do too much work through this flat section. And we want to get the rest where you can on this course. Make sure you're properly resting and recovering. Saunders is pushing towards the front, but again, it's just Scott off the front by himself, as far as I can see. Maybe there's another rider with him, but it's not enough with the group pace.
Again, if it's another iron, we'll just spin it again.
Yeah.
Tweedledam, Tweedledee.
Okay, Saunders has joined Scott at the front, but it's 1 second back to the group. Again, don't need to do too much, just sit in, get comfortable. Sam Atkinson's moving up a little bit, but it's about a 5 metre gap. He's starting to push just to bridge the gap. But we don't need to chase even small groups on this, there's enough downhills. The bunch speed will be quick enough. Yeah, a couple of people are trying to move across to the group. You might want to move towards the front third if you have the energy, but don't waste too much effort doing it. Just keep an eye, because that front bit is stretching out with some good riders now in there. Just don't get caught out towards the back at the moment. It will start to steepen up a little bit, but it's not massively significant. You want to be behind someone's wheel this entire time. Still got some big hitters in the group who can bridge across if needed. It's looking about 4 seconds to this group. This group of 4 riders. Leach, Atkinson, Mossop and Colin Saunders. All quite good, strong riders. But they're doing a lot of work, possibly unnecessarily here. It is a short course, but there's a lot of punchy climbs and big downhills to go first. At the moment they're all averaging around 4, just above 4 watts per kilo. The stuff Atkinson's pushing off the front now. Again, it's only 4%, save the really hard work for the steep actual KOMs. Okay, so he's broken up that group totally. They're just going to fall back into you guys now. 3 second gap to 2 of them, 7 seconds up to Smatkinson. Again, just try and keep in the group, make sure you're towards the front third. Don't let yourself dangle too much in the uphills. You just want to mentally feel like you're doing while you're in there, and you are doing. You just got to get through this, get onto the flat section, and you can sit up and rest. I've lost a couple of people off the back. is thinning out towards the back, but generally you're all okay. Nice, bunched up. You're about to hit the lip. You've got a little downhill, so just give a little push over it. Try and make sure you're bringing some speed and moving through the group on the downhill without doing much effort. Although that doesn't mean punching 8 watts per kilo, as some guys are. Okay, we've just reeled in the front now. There's one guy off. Doesn't look like Sam. Yeah, this Saunders off the front by himself. But it's 3 seconds going into the downhill. You'll catch him as soon as you hit the bottom. So don't worry too much. The next section's all fairly flat. You just want to try and get as much recovery in there as possible. Save yourself for the climbs. Then we get down Potts Bank and then we get into the punchy stuff. Really good so far, guys. Stay off the front. If you have to drop down to nothing, do so. Just stay off that front. Don't need to be there. There's a little bit of a gap that's opened up. I think all of us are comfortably in the front of it, though. Yeah, it's just a long stretch of solo riders. Okay, through this section you can afford just to drop a little bit back if you want. Again, we've got the big Potts Bank downhill to come at like 19-20%. No one will get away from the group there, even if they punch hard through here. So it's all about just resting, doing as little as possible. See Scott and not sure if Scotty P is still with us. He was struggling towards the back on that climb, but I don't think anyone's going to be wanting to punch off the front through here. Atkinson's dropped back to the back again, just chilling out, recovering after his attack.
A good attack.
How are you guys doing?
Bloody lovely.
I wish I had better things to do on a Tuesday night.
Didn't know there was better things you could do.
I can't think of anything worse right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've got a pen, there's 130 people, I realise this is a terrible idea.
Just try and calm your breathing down, guys. Just get it into a rhythm. Make sure the legs are spinning. Don't grind through these flatter sections. Okay. Do have Blue Hat Scotty P with us still. And Sam Atkinson's Scott are still here, so they might go for another attack through this section once we've gone over the lake through the downhill. Personally, I wouldn't try and do anything. I wouldn't push the pace until we get onto the actual KM itself. The next climb after this isn't as severe, and you come into the base of it so hot, you'll take most of the pace with you and manage to get up quite a bit. So there's no point really attacking or pushing the pace. Okay, starting to build speed now, so just put a little dig and see how early you can super tuck. Once you get up to like the mid 50s, low 50s, don't be afraid just to tuck early. But make sure you're moving through the group. Do not be going backwards when we go into this, because people will have anvils. I think it's actually probably too short to properly use an anvil, unless you, well, you could do it now. Yeah. Okay. And be ready to get out early. You don't want to be caught out at the bottom, because you're carrying such speed. Okay.
Yeah, push over the left and then you can tuck again.
Okay, start to think about getting out now. Getting out now, out now. Go aggressive up here, hold that speed. Try to avoid the front. Just heads up work, nice work at the back there. Just keep in touch. Okay, downhill again. Okay, now pushing up just again. Just avoid the front if you can. You're carrying a lot of speed, we're at 70 kilometers an hour. Just try and move into that front third and keep an eye on things. It doesn't get too much steeper than this. I think it will flatten out. We've got one guy off the front, don't worry at all about them. We've got another downhill coming. Don't need to worry about solo riders until the KOM in this direction. To be honest, you know, it's a big enough group anyway. We've got 50, 60 odd riders. Okay, we've got a couple of people moving forward. Presume it's an OTR jackets. That's VJ from OTR and Hubbard from Wahula Cole. Not sure I need to worry about either of them particularly at the moment. Pushing very hard, 6 watts per kilo on the flats, or false flats. So shouldn't need to do too much. They're just going to burn themselves out before the big climb coming up. Okay, almost at the peak, just keep grinding in. Doing really nicely, guys. Don't blow a gasket just to get onto here. We've got a longish downhill coming. And then you need to punch up really hard out the bottom. It's about a 2-minute 10 effort. And it's going to be the deciding factor here. I think most of the group will really split up through the next climb. So make sure you're resting up here. And try and come into the bottom coming forward. So you want to work your way towards the back now. It's not super tuckable, so really chill out. Get yourself towards the back, and then we get into the steeper section, start moving through the group so you can punch through at the base. And carry speed rather than dropping backwards. Those guys have got a little bit of a lead, but again, you guys are going to carry a lot more speed into the base of the climb. It means you might see people jumping off the front to try and bridge across, so just be careful of that bridge. And people going very early, quite hard. Very hard early even. Okay, Ollie, just be careful at the front there.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. Far too early.
It's fine, it's fine. Okay, it's starting to get out now. And as soon as you hit the left hand, you want to start pushing. Okay, start pushing. Up we go. I'm going to be above 5 if we can, above 5. Might need to go a bit harder towards the front. We're gaining on those people. No one's really blown off the front yet, but we're about 7 on the front. Try not to get out the draft if you can. You know, there's a little bit. We're still at 40 kph. If you're going to make your attack, do it on the second half. Nice work, Ollie. Really good pull. Just get into the grind. There's a flatter section in the middle, and then you punch again. So you just got to get over this. Just keep working it. It's going to start to ease out. We've got one person just getting off the front a little bit. Again, as soon as multiple riders go, we need to move with them. One rider's fine. Okay, you can see that last blue flag. It flattens out after that. You've just got to get to that flag. Just keep working the legs. Keep grinding it. Try and grab the wheel in front and don't let them pull away from you. A couple of people are starting to move through now. You want to just grab their wheel and then chill on the flats. Try not to let Sam go. Anyone at the front, just don't let him get away. Nice job, Ollie. Okay, now chill out through these flats. Almost at the top. Really nice work there, Ollie. We're losing a lot of guys off the back. Keep towards the front. Don't let it be you. Don't be the one near the brake. Okay, start to go now. Last push. 30 seconds of hard work, guys. This is the make or break. We're down to about 30 riders. Don't let gaps open up in front of you. I can see a few at the back. Don't let it open up. Hold that wheel. Push over the top. Ollie, you're doing really well, but you're just wasting energy at the moment. It's a really nice dig. But you're comfortably in front. You can just chill off to about 4.5, 5. You're going to come over with the group. Nice job, mate. Okay, Atkinson's trying to attack a little bit. I don't see anyone going with him. Just let him go. You've got a big downhill coming. No need to chase him. The group speed will bring him in. Okay, just take note of the climb at the moment. This is what you're going to be finishing up. So just look at the percentages, try and get a feel for it. This way you're going to be doing it in reverse for the finish. Get some rest in. Should be able to super tuck or be close to super tucking. Even if you're not at speed, you'll be okay in super tuck now.
I've used my third handle. Not bend it.
It's okay.
We're going through the sprint.
You have another banner on the sprint. Okay, you can get out and get back in, it's up to you. Or you can just soft pedal for this section. Quick enough that you can kind of get away with super tucking, even if it's not really there, percentage-wise. Just be aware, when we come back out after this little crossroadsy bit, it is very steep for about a minute. Well, it's very steep for about 10-15 seconds, and then it gradually gets better, but you've got to climb for about a minute. People might start to launch early attacks from there. Okay, so push here, don't let people break away. This is where you might see early attacks launched. Abraham, Talentfry's pushing a little bit. Just keep on their wheel. Really nice going, guys. He's at 7, Paul's doing comfortably 5 and keeping his wheel. Really good work there, Ollie. Okay, now we're just watching for names. We've done the hard bit, it's just a little bit of a grind. Just going to watch for anyone coming from deep now for an early attack. Got a couple of guys moving through the group quite quickly, but they're not looking like an attack, they're just trying to get back on. Again, you can chill out through this section. Don't do too much work through here, guys. It's really flat group. You're going to accidentally hit the front.
Goose, grab on. Go, Goose, come on. I'm out on my arse here.
Right, just keep with the group. Remember, every time you get to a flat, when you get to the top of that climb, you're going to get a flat or a downhill you can recover. Do the work on the climbs, mate.
I'm in like 68th. My race is over.
Yeah, but still fighting for positions. Still got to keep at it. Okay. Come through the banner. It's just a little bit of a chilled out downhill section. It's not really steep, but just make sure we're holding wheels and getting recovery in.
Any use for an anvil now?
God. Yes, but I wouldn't.
I'll open it again.
Yeah, just like it's just not worth it. The risk.
Yeah, I've been dead.
How many in the group?
Allegedly 40, but it yeah, maybe 40. But there's a lot who aren't in contention for the win. Not many people.
I know we're not further back.
Yeah. And just really want to rest out, guys. No one's going to be attacking until the climb from here. It's all going to be on that final climb.
The first part of the climb's really steep.
Yep.
So you got to get over that, and then it flattens right out, and then it pitches again. I think on a bend.
Yeah, there's a little flatter section in the middle where you can get some recovery in. You just want to, when we come down here, when you first hit the base of the climb, try to avoid hitting the front. Try and start near the back and push through the group. Maintain that speed. The people who hit the front straight away at the bottom of the climb are just going to start dropping backwards. So you really want to make sure you're holding your position towards the back. The group's really flat, everyone's jostling position. Got a little bit of a bump here, don't worry too much. Use it to just drop towards the back of the group. None of you are suddenly going to get dropped here. And no one's going to dare go for a really early attack, or they shouldn't do. Okay, it's all about positioning here, guys. But treat the climb as 3 sections. Steeper first section, flatter through the middle where you really want to be in the draft. Even if that's, doing 6-7 watts per kilo in the draft of someone pushing off the front. And then the last bit. 2 minutes of effort, guys, for the win. This is where you make it count. Okay, let's go, guys. Keep in touch. Okay, a couple people pushing 8 now. Front's starting to move a little bit. Sam Atkinson's used a ghost. He's quite far off the front. You need to start going. People are going to react. You need to start pushing now. got to get up now. People are going to start chasing down hard. Good work, Snowy. Nice job, Ollie. Really good. Keep with them. Keep with these guys. Let them do the work chasing down. Scott won't let him go. He'll blow himself up first. Other people aren't going to let him get away. They know what he's like. Use them to pull you through. Nice job, Ollie. Really good job. And try not to let that gap open up too much. Okay, when we hit this right turn, it's a long 1 minute thing to the finish. Just one long straight. Got to start pushing now. Let's go. This is it. If you want that podium, you go now. Nice work, boys. Keep it together. Really good, Snowy. You can see him ahead. Just got to beat his numbers, mate. Just got to beat his numbers. You can do it. You've got the watts. You've got a gap behind you, Snowy. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Don't ease off. He's dying. He's blowing up ahead of you. His numbers are dropping. He can't hold this. He went too early, mate. You've got this. Don't think. Just push. You've got to commit now. You've got to commit now if you want it. All in, Snow, mate. Come on. Use this guy. Bridge across through him. Sprinting from now, guys. Sprinting from now. Come on, Paul. Up we go. Up we go. Keep going. Keep going all the way through. You're gaining on him. Don't let it go here. Don't let it go. Come on. Nice job, mate. Keep pushing, Colin. Really good job, guys.
Sorry for the language.
Nice work, Iron Seb. Just don't let that guy come through you. Don't let him come through you. Keep pushing all the way through to the line, mate. Come on. Okay, Goose, just keep in contact with them for now. Don't need to make any kind of move. Just keep in their draft. You're at 6 meters, 5 meters.
Good climb.
Okay, Goose, you want to move with them? Just rising it up. There we go. Try not to let them open up too much as they come through the sky. Doing really well, mate. Just need to do a little bit more, otherwise they're going to open it up. Keep it above 5.
I'm done for the day.
Nah, mate, you can do it, come on. Too competitive, you've got to keep it with them. Don't let them beat you now. I know.
Keep going.
Come on. Keep with that yellow guy. Come on, mate. Keep it there. Don't let it slip. No, I know. Don't let it slip, though. I know you're hurting, but try and keep it what's there. Doing really well. 15 seconds max. You can see the bend ahead of you. It's over at the bend. Just keep pushing it. Don't let the guy behind you come through. You've got 22 meters. Come on. Look at those numbers behind. Don't let him get you. Don't let him get you, Goose. Come on. Nice work. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. You can see the line. See the line there. Just got to get around it now, mate. Really well done. Good job for keeping at it.
Was the worst cooldown.
I'll have to race C next season.
It's such a horrid course.
That was harder than the A races that I've been doing.
That's because all the A's are in it.
How many minutes was it?
28, 27.
That last climb, I don't know how Sam did that. Out of the comfortable way.
Because the A's just wait to the finish. The B's are brutal.
Yeah, probably Edkin could hold his own in A. I could. I mean, we could rest this discussion, I guess.
Cheers, Snowy, you dragged me up most of that, mate. I was just following your wheel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pleased it was their tires coming through. For the most part.
Probably drag some people too snowy. I thought I had more, but I was just behind. I think people would probably use me to get too snowy.
Great job, guys.
Yeah, cheers, Squirrel. Top man.
Okay.
Actually, it's like a